pop the games up. Pat, what do you think? We should try to do these picks. Obviously said you are seeing the board well, as you say. I think this is going to be a good week for both of us. You claim you're going to go undefeated, so I want to see how you're feeling. What do you think?
Well, so I don't know if you're experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing. There we go. Hey, I think there's something happening, huh?
What happened?
With what?
I fucked that one up. That was on me.
Oh, no, because Foxy, we need to make your life as easy as possible back there. You know what Foxy, Zito, and Nick do on a daily basis?
It seems
it's normally like
actually
6 to 7 people. It's normally like 6 to 7 people. Yeah. So like just a hilarious little piece of insight on how this. Yeah, hell yeah, you guys do great work out there. But with that being said, I can't see those spreads. From where
I'm going to read. I'm going to let you know what's going on. I'll go first each game. How's that sound? You like that?
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Okay, first one, we're going Atlanta Falcons travel to London to play the Jags. The Falcons are 3-point dogs, I guess, in London. What do you think?
Yep, give me the Atlanta Falcons. The CEO of FedEx was just on our show chugging a beer with his brother, who's the head coach of the Falcons. It's a Friday night. He's won there before, and a KBE is on the line. Knight of the British
Empire.
Okay.
Boom. There it is. If Artie Smith wins another game, we have basically been told that those sausage fingies of the king will knight Artie Smith. They're getting points plus a knighthood potentially on the line. Got to go with the Falcons. And also, Doug Peterson, why don't you start calling plays? Okay?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Mostly, that'd be interesting to watch that. I was thinking about the Jags, but then obviously Richard Dick Smith, the CEO of FedEx, makes an appearance on the show. I got to go Falcons here, +3 in London. Man, Artie Smith being knighted. That's going to be a fun
His name is Dick Smith?
Dick Smith.
Yeah, Richard. We don't know what he goes by, but yeah.
I think it's Big Dick Smith.
Okay, cool. Glad we cleared that.
Dad's a Marine. Artie Smith's a brother. They're currently boozing in London. I would assume he goes by Big Dick Smith.
Yeah,
I would assume.
No question. Next game, Pat. Dolphins travel to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins, man, 3-point dogs on the road. Is that a bit surprising?
Yeah, not sure if this changed. Jordan Poyer is not playing, which obviously is huge with Tua.
I'd like to lock in Dolphins +3. Thank you.
I would. No question, Dolphins +3 right here for me, too.
Love the Bills, though.
Jalen Phillips is out for the Dolphins, too. Very good pass rusher.
Yes, he was out against New England.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's the thing that that really we should think about is Jalen Phillips. No offense, Jalen Phillips. I'm very sad that you are not in this thing, but is anybody stopping Tua? You know what I mean? Like without Poyer in there, like that's a massive blow to the Buffalo Bills. No Poyer. As soon as I read it, I was like, okay, I was leaning Dolphins. I was confused that they were getting points because they're the Dolphins right now and they just hung 70 and they're a buzzsaw. But then you hear about the Poyer thing. It's like, damn, if they were playing nobody on defense, Miami, okay, they're playing 0 people. And it was just go back and forth.
Yeah.
As long as they had the ball last, they're going to win, So it's like they get it. The other teams can go 11-0. And they're just going to score, we would assume. Well, if Miami has the ball last, they're going to win because they are going to. It's like and I don't want to be a victim of the moment, but how the fuck do you stop them? You can't. You actually can't. And I think it's a problem if Jordan Poyer's not there for him even more so. I like the Dolphins a lot, and I don't know what the books are thinking here. Honestly, I genuinely have no idea why they're looking this way. So I might be completely wrong, but I'm very confused by this tone.
I don't think so though, because you look at like we want to talk about how explosive their passing game is. Like they damn near rushed for 400 yards last week. Like, so it's like, if you take that away, I mean, they got 4 guys in the backfield that can beat you too. Like if you're getting points with the Dolphins right now, I don't know how you bet against them.
Tone, what are they seeing? Tone, what are we missing? What are we, you know what I mean?
Well,
Why is this happening?
If it's neutral field, I think it's a pick 'em. They had the Bills rated higher as the season began, and I don't think the books are a big if you want to crown them operation. So I think they're just more of a.
Isn't that a trend though? How their offense is played, and wouldn't that be considered like a trend? Hey, look at these guys.
Yeah, but the Bills have just been curb stomping people too the last couple weeks.
Yeah. The Dolphins are number 1 in point differential. The Bills are number 2 in point differential. Okay. Also, since we're talking about the Dolphins, I kind of forgot this. Did you guys see the Lions doing the motion out right before some of their plays last night? They were doing the Miami motion.
Yeah. Copycat league,
it's
right?
like that's a little wrinkle here. Yeah, exactly. Copycat league. That's a little wrinkle that McDaniel found this offseason. And I would love to have been in the room whenever he was like, okay, So if we do it, the problem is we do it too early. They are boom, right before every play. That's what we're going to do, every single one. And it has just worked and worked and worked. At some point, AJ, you think the defense will figure it out? You think? Is that what becomes something?
You figure it out a little bit, but you figure that stuff out usually by simplifying your defense and trying to play, okay, let's bump everything and play zone here. But you can't. Like, it's third and medium, third and short. You have to match up. You really do. And every play that defense practices against leading up to it, you're like, okay, let's say they got that little quick jet motion here. What do we do? So, like, you have to apply that to every single play and say, if this happens, what is everybody's responsibility? And just puts a lot more work.
This quick.
Oh my gosh! And like, there'll be plenty of times that motion could happen, and you could be so dialed in on defense that you don't even see it, and then you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know that happened, and all of a sudden, boom, 80-yard touchdown.
So I apologize to the Buffalo Bills for not respecting enough what they've done the last 2 weeks. I love the Buffalo Bills. I mean, we're going to donate $70,000 if Gabe Davis scores a 70-yard touchdown or longer. I mean, we love the Buffalo Bills. But right now, any team that the Dolphins would be playing and getting points for, I would find it difficult to bet against. Give me the Dolphins +3.
Yep. Next one, we have Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Houston. Here we go, the JJ, everybody Watt bowl game right here. Steelers are 3-point favorites in Houston. Which way are you leaning, Pat?
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers -3 in Houston, because normally these types of games give the energy to the home team. You know, this one feels like it's an energy giver to TJ. You know, like, this is ipso facto a celebration of like TJ, who's actually on the field. So I don't know. I feel like the juice of a homecoming of an event like this, although very well deserved and appreciated, I think there's going to be a lot of juice on the other line too. On the other side, I'm excited for the game. I can't wait to watch the game. But yeah, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers just because TJ Watt can actually just take over games, and he has done that. And that's what JJ did down there. So there's no better way to honor his brother than to do that. It's just, I think it's a long one for Houston. I think Pittsburgh Steelers defense is going to do some great things.
Yeah, when we also saw yesterday with the Packers O-line, the Texans are on their third left tackle, their third left guard, their second center, starting right guard, and then second string right tackle.
So, I'm taking some real big swings here. You know what I mean? I'm really feeling absolute. This is kind of what happened to me in college, didn't it? With the college football when I picked Rutgers over Michigan. I'm just taking some big swings as if these are a matter of fact, because you don't think the Houston Texans in front of JJ, D'Amico Ryan's there, doesn't want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. But unfortunately, TJ is going to make some plays, and that place is going to come alive, not only with all the Pittsburgh fans that travel so well, but also I think the Houston fans are just happy for the Watt family.
And if he does all the celebrations, we put the lights out because all this Watt conversation is so damn good. Oh, yeah, great. We gotta go. I assume this is somebody who's much more important than we are, obviously, to the Duke operation. Just showed up, just crawled over to a power thing, and just took. No, you don't, Greg. I don't.
Yeah, show him, Greg. Show him, Greg. Show him, Greg. Show him, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Are those Fruit of the Loom? I like the cut of that guy's jib, even if he's taking lights.
I do too. He's big, handsome too, but he, like, literally, I mean, in real time, watched. Well, all right, we'll put that right back in. I appreciate the.
Jeez.
Hey. Whenever the pressure builds, this guy knows how to react.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, the heat was on him, literally. Boom. There's like 6 people here who've been working the show for the last 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And he just, this guy's a legend. Hey, appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate it. He's doing something very important.
With that being said, I think I'll take the Steelers as well on this game. Steelers, Texans. Have we agreed on every game?
Yes.
So far, yes.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we're going perfect, buddy. I told you we're doing it.
I don't know. LA Rams travel to Indianapolis, the home of Chris Angel, who set many, many world records dangling from the roof, where Takate will be hanging from very soon. Rams are 1.5-point dogs in Indianapolis. Here we go. What do you got, Pat?
This guy matters. He's doing something for the Duke football team right now. I mean, we are in the way.
Can we get over there, Greg?
No, he's turned the corner already. I mean, it is. I think he's doing something rather important. It looks like a celebrations. I mean,
we got to.
We are the worst.
Over. We got to go right.
We are the absolute. Anyways, which game were we just talking about there? The Colts Rams.
Rams.
Colts, obviously. I mean, the Colts are a better team than anybody could imagine. Don't love that they're favored against a Matthew Stafford that has been seemingly motivated. They just got a deal done too. The Rams just got a deal done. Vibes are going to be very high in that locker room because they just paid who today?
Higbee.
Oh, Tyler Higbee.
Yeah, Higbee.
Yeah,
tight end got paid today, and I didn't know the Rams had any money to pay anybody. So them investing in Higbee, probably vibes real high. Don't love what happened for them last week, but I do appreciate the fact that Anthony Richardson's back and nobody's been able to stop him, and there's not a lot of film on him. So, it's I like the Colts. We're going to be in the building. It should be a blast. They will cover.
Man, I see. This is a tough one for me to try to pick against the Colts because of what they can do, whether it's Anthony Richardson, Gardner.
It's Anthony Richardson.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I love what he does.
I just said that.
All right, give me the Colts. Give me the Colts +5. I was trying to, or +1.5.
Minus.
Minus
it's
1.5.
It's also -1 right now, so you guys got it at 1.
Let's pick them.
All right,
We got
-1.
All right, that's fine. I'll take the Colts. I feel comfortable there. We'll see.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I do. I'm a little. I definitely feel different about the Colts than I did a week ago at this time. I think there's legit hope and they legit have a chance. But we'll move on. Minnesota Vikings
Tied for 4th.
traveling.
Tied for 4th.
What's that?
They're tied for 4th in the NFL. Just
Well, hey,
tied for 4th.
pretty good so far, right?
Yeah, I'd say.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Vikings travel to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Is the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, starting for the Carolina Panthers, who played well last week?
No, Bryce Young will be starting.
Bryce Young is back. Okay, Vikings are 4.5-point favorites in Carolina. Kirk's putting up numbers. The Vikings look pretty good. What do you think, Pat?
Give me the Vikings. The football gods at some point,
Have to.
they just
Yeah.
the football gods at some point have to do it. No offense, Carolina. I love Thielen. I appreciate what he said about the Minnesota Vikings, where he said, I'm not a person to hold grudges, and I'm sure there's some he holds on to. He's a human. I assume there's a little bit there, but I appreciate the way he handled the entire situation. I think he loves being at the Carolina Panthers and loves being a part of what they're building over there. And I think there's a lot of belief in the future of Carolina because the defense is so good. And I think Bryce is going to be able to figure it out. But for me, the football gods are going to at some point have to bless the Minnesota Vikings for playing great football and just losing. So I think the Vikings go in there and get a dub and cover.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be with you on this one as well. I think the same thing.
Oh,
Kirk's been
here we
playing. Kirk's been playing. I mean, his numbers look good. Kirk's been doing pretty well. There's been a few key moments where I feel like I know he and the head coach may or may not butt heads. We don't really know. We're only speculating on that. But I got the Vikings on this one as well.
Okay, here we go. We're across the board
What's
here.
next? Yeah, we are so far. Okay, Tampa Bay travels to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And what? New Orleans is 3.5-point favorites. How is Derek Carr's health? What's going on?
Not playing.
Jameis Winston will be the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. And who are the favorite again?
The Saints.
The Saints are 3.5-point favorites with their backup QB in. Yeah. Is that a big funny?
Yeah, is he a backup though? We're talking about
No,
Jameis
you're right. He's
freaking
not,
Winston.
I guess. But he didn't have a great showing last week when he got thrust into the lineup. I guess this week he has a full week of
And
practice.
is the Bucs starter an actual starter?
Oh! Come on. Yes.
Oh, Bake's been good.
Baker's had a
2-1.
resurgence.
Okay.
You're a pig.
Yeah.
I don't know how loud I'm talking. There's a lot of people feeling it.
That's all right.
Right now.
They know you're doing a
It's getting
show.
it's getting a little uncomfortable. Give me Baker in the Buccaneers. I believe the Bucs have a bye too the next week.
Oh,
Is that
really?
accurate?
Big motivation. You need to go into a bye with a win. Just like Dan Campbell said, enjoy your time off because they won on Thursday night. Nothing better. Friday, Saturday, Sunday off sometimes.
Yeah, they do have a week 5 bye.
Yeah. So that's a bad prediction for how the NFL feels their season's going to go. But I think I think their season's going to go well this weekend. Give me the Bucs.
I'm going to take the Bucs here as well. I really am.
You guys.
We're not trying to do this, but hey, we will see. So Washington goes to Philly to take on the Eagles. Washington is 8.5-point dogs on the road. What do you got here?
Washington being 8.5-point dogs means nothing to me. Yeah. I really enjoy Phil. I think put it back up there again so we can look across. Is this the biggest of the weekend?
No, there's a 14.5 Niners Cardinals.
Yeah.
Holy wow. It feels like I don't want to make too early of a pick. Give me that would be a tough one. Can we go back up to that though? So 14.5. 3.5, 2.5, 5.5 is another one. There's 2 8.5s. What are we learning about the teams here? The parity of the NFL, 6.5. I mean, 8.5 is a big number for week 4.
Huge.
I mean, 14 is a big number for week 4. Give me the Eagles minus 8.5 at home against the Washington Commanders.
See, I would love to take the Commanders, but when I start to think about 8.5, I'm like, man, that is so much, but it's really not. Like that could be 6 minutes into the game, it could easily be 14-0 Eagles, and then you just keep rolling from there.
Commanders also gave up 9 sacks last week. That Philly front is pretty fucking good.
That's what scares me the most. Yeah, give me Philly at minus 8.5. Have to take them, I think.
And Darius Slay going to get a pick, we assume.
Oh, God.
For sure.
Yeah, you're right. What are we thinking? Here we go. Broncos. Oh, here we go. This.
I think.
We got a barn burner here.
Poop
Broncos traveling to Chicago to take on Zito and the Chicago Bears. The Bears are 3.5-point dogs at home to the Denver Broncos, who got beat 70-20 last week. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but Broncos at the Bears. What do you have here, Pat?
Yeah, give me the Broncos. Okay, they're in a much worse situation than the Bears right now when it comes to if we lose to insert name of the other team here. I mean, if the Broncos lose to the Bears, with everything that happened with Sean Payton and Coach Hackett and his hiring and everything like that, with Russell Wilson, with where the Bears are in the public eye, in the optics of the whole thing, boy, it's going to get animated out there in Denver. And I don't think that's going to happen with Sean Payton. Give me the Broncos winning, in the we potentially suck and didn't think we were going to suck bowl of Broncos Bears.
Yeah, I don't think the Broncos can afford to lose this game. I think we talked about it a little earlier. You mentioned it. Yeah, the Broncos, Sean Payton, he won't let a complete meltdown happen, most likely.
Hopefully.
So give me the Denver Broncos traveling into Chicago, getting the
Still the same. Just want to let that be known. We're still the same.
Jeez. Yep. Okay, here we go. Ravens traveling to Cleveland, right, to take on the Cleveland Browns. The Ravens are 1.5-point dogs. Who all is out for the Browns? Who all is out for the Ravens? Do we have any idea on the injury updates?
Well, we know Deshaun's questionable. Obviously, Chubb was out. The Ravens are getting 2 offensive linemen back, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if OBJ, what his health status is, but I know the Ravens are getting healthier, and then the question is with Deshaun.
OBJ's properly jocked, dude.
Yeah.
He posted on his Instagram him doing some Pilates machines, and he's just he's yoked.
Properly.
It felt like in the movements he was making in there with his ankle. I don't know if he's saying he's back or not. I don't know what he said. Hopefully he's back soon. He's explosive, but I like that Browns defense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I really like that Browns defense. And until I'm shown otherwise, I'm going to bet on them. So give me the Browns at home and dog pound.
like it. This can be the first one where I think I veer away from you. Give me the Ravens. I'm not sure. Ooh. So who will play for Cleveland at quarterback if Deshaun cannot go?
Well, because
DTR, right?
Yeah, DTR, because there was their second string quarterback was traded to the Arizona Cardinals, and he's now their starter.
Josh Dobb.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay, I will take the Ravens. I'm glad they got a couple of linemen back. Not sure about OBJ. Give me the Ravens plus 1.5. All right, there's the first one where we differ, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's the first one.
Okay, Cincinnati travels to Nashville, takes on the Titans. Mike Vrabel-led Titans that have not had a victory yet this year.
No, they have.
Yeah.
They got one.
I apologize to them. They're still. I meant to say they're hungry.
They are hungry.
They're always hungry.
Yeah,
They're going to embarrass last week.
It's been ugly. Yeah, it's been ugly.
No. Bengals are 2.5-point favorites in Nashville, taking on the Titans. What do you have here?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals. I thought Joey Burrow showed he was back. Give me the Bengals going into Nashville. And I don't know. The Titans, there's been nothing really good coming out of there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It feels like all I see is lowlights of Tannehill and other stuff, and Derrick Henry not getting moving because the offensive line maybe can't move. So until they figure it out, which we assume Vrabel will be able to do, right? We all have faith in Vrabel's brain and think that he can lead a group to be good and great if they have to be. But I just not this weekend. You know, it's just not this weekend. I don't believe, and I think it's because Joey B's back.
Yeah, I think Joey had to get a lot of confidence last week. The whole team looks better, feels better. I think they get back on track. They're all right. Give me the Bengals here.
Yep. Hey, man, we're on the same side there. So we got one differing, and then now Raiders, Chargers. I can't wait. What is the injury status for this one?
Yeah.
I believe Eckler is out once again.
Yep.
Jimmy G is, I believe, still in the concussion protocol.
Who would play instead of him?
Potentially Aiden O'Connell.
Or they have Hoyer. Hoyer was the one who came in, or Hoyer was the one who was warming up on the sideline against the Steelers when Jimmy got her.
McDaniel's guy, too, so he knows the offense. And then, obviously, Mike Williams. He's out for the season.
Yeah.
O'Connell's a dog, though.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe they were just going to go with Hoyer in the mid-game because Hoyer just knows the stuff. I wonder if they were to give a week around Aiden O'Connell, what they feel like.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That is an interesting situation out there. Also interesting situation is over there at the Chargers. You know, they're another football gods have to give them something at some point. They get a win last week, obviously, but with how good he is Justin Herbert. I mean, they light it up. They light it up. They had another passing touchdown where he was the first passer. If it was hockey, he would have got an assist for the touchdown. Keenan Allen threw like a 70-yard. He would have almost had a 500-yard game last week with what they were able to do on the offensive side of the ball. This Chargers team is dynamic. Now, can they stay out of their own way? We all know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
We all know what that means.
Yep.
Don't have to say it again. Give me the Chargers, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, I tried to talk myself into not taking the Chargers, but I have to here. I like the Chargers, no question. I think their offense, when you can be as explosive as they can, their defense will figure it out and get a couple stops, maybe a turnover or two.
Some clarification. I don't know how it's possible, but he's still in concussion protocol, but he did start practicing today. So I guess you can practice while still in the concussion protocol.
It could be a step. Is that one of the steps, Pat, where you go and you practice non-contact practice or something?
I don't know. That's an interesting. I would assume that's just probably take an ND period. Maybe, I don't know.
McDaniel said they are at the mercy of the testing, so take that with you.
Yeah, there's different stages to test out of the concussion protocol, I guess. Like, yeah, at one point it's physical activity, like work out in the weight room or run around, and then it's put your helmet on and practice without pads, and then hit each other. I don't know. Who knows? Especially the quarterback. What do they do with quarterbacks? Have them headbutt the wall a few times?
Maybe.
Probably. They should.
I doubt it.
Boys.
That doesn't seem good for a concussion. What's happening?
Boys, it's getting busy down here. It's getting busy down here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot going on. I don't know what's next, but there's something. And
We
I
only
wanna
have a
say
couple
we're
games
right-
left. Just let them know.
well, I don't know if they're listening or if they're staring and judging. I mean, there's just a lot
Staring
of
and
stuff.
judging. Why would they be doing that?
Well, because I've been yelling in this stadium for the last. I'm just
You're doing
realizing.
a program. You're doing a show.
Not everybody though.
If
knows
you were
that.
down there just doing that to nobody, then I would be a bit worried.
I think Big Tom just found out that he's potentially on TV there for a little bit, and his family's telling him how proud they are of him, and they should be.
Nice.
I mean, they obviously already are. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Zito just said in my ear, "Hey, there's gonna be a massive siren that's gonna go off in about 2 minutes." I'm like, "What is that even? What could that even?" I'm starting to look around, trying to see if they're rolling one of these
What is
fucking
this,
things out here or not.
Testing
It
the
was an
system.
emergency siren. It was supposed to go off at 2 p.m. They pushed it to 3 p.m. And I guess it's going to go off at 3:05. So you have 2 more minutes.
Sweet.
Okay, so the emergency siren seems to be real punctual. That's good.
Pop that list up again. We'll see where.
What time is this 2:00 meeting at? Oh, 3. No, 3:05.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
okay.
Sounds good to me. What about Boston Connor? Here we go. New England Patriots
go.
travel to Dallas, take on the Dallas Cowboys. Patriots 6.5-point dogs. I bet they're a bit offended by that, aren't they?
I don't know. I feel
Bulletin
like
board material for Bill.
yeah. Well, this is the worst time to be playing the Cowboys after a Arizona Cardinals loss.
Get
So,
back on track game for them.
yeah, 6.5 seems kind of right where it should be based on the first 3 weeks.
What do you think,
going,
Pat? What do you go? Who you like here?
I like the Cowboy. I don't know where the siren's coming from. You know what I mean? There's
Are you worried?
people to the left.
Are you worried it's sirens going
I
to scare
sat
you?
down. You saw me sit down. I didn't know what. You know what I mean? I
I
don't
hope you fall
know.
out of your chair. I hope it takes you by surprise and it's so loud you fall.
So I didn't want to do the jump thing. So that's why I sat down. You know what I mean? But now that you're mentioning that, there's a chance I do the whole. Yeah, I mean,
10 seconds.
What if it's one of those
clock's right.
weapons they use at times? Connor tells me about
like the
energy.
transmitters.
the energy directed.
Oh, for the
things.
Somalian pirates that they use on boats?
Is that what they do?
Yep.
I'm the
What do you
captain
mean?
now. Is that what are you talking about?
They have these things that like shoot out these
sound waves?
very, very high pitched
Oh, if
sounds.
the boats are trying to come
Yeah, they
and climb
shoot-
on yours.
Yeah, they shoot them at the boats that the tankers and stuff are equipped with.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
I'm
Give
gonna
me
take
the Cowboys.
I love how nervous he is. I just love. I just want to sit in this and watch you sit at this.
Bro,
table.
this is
You're so.
anytime
worried.
I feel like I don't like feeling like I'm in people's way. Like
Oh, I get you.
I absolutely hate feeling like I do not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I do not enjoy whenever I golf, like the boys can even attest to it. Like I do not like feeling like my group or my golfing is holding up another group behind us. Like I hate the feeling of it right now. I believe, but what am I supposed to do? This is how it's supposed to go. There's probably something about to pop off. This place is beautiful though. And I like the Cowboys, AJ. I like the Cowboys.
I like the Cowboys as well. Moving on,
no.
the Cardinals traveling to San Fran.
You do know.
Jeez, 14 points here. Cardinals 14-point dogs at San Fran. Christian McCaffrey, you go to George Kittle, everywhere you look. Debo, there are weapons every single level of this team, offense and defense. Niners, Cardinals, 14-point favorites. Who you have here, Pat?
Yeah, everybody's supposed to pick the Cardinals here because it's 14 with what they just did. So I'm playing the book here. I'm taking the Niners just because you're not supposed to take them right now. I feel like this one feels like one of those ones where they're trying to set people up. Everybody's going to respond and say, "Ooh, the Cardinals are a good team. They play tough. They hit everybody hard." We agree. Allegedly, the Cowboys' kryptonite is hitting them hard and playing hard. That's not the Niners' kryptonite. You know what I mean? The Niners enjoy that physical brand of football. So I think the Niners minus 14 is the right side, although I love what Joshua Dobbs and the Cardinals are doing.
Yeah, I do as well, but give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals.
Ooh.
Plus 14. I think they find a way, even if they're getting beat by 21, 27 at some point, I think they could find a way to get it close and find a way to cover here. Even though the Niners are unbelievable. But next game.
And it's NFL football. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of yes, bingo. So that would be awesome for the Cards. If we come in on Monday and the Cards gave the Niners a game, like, I'll be pumped about that. Or the Cardinals.
Yes, no question. Is this Chiefs-Jets game? That's Sunday night.
That is the last Sunday game.
You know who's going to be there? Taylor, Aaron, Trav, Patrick.
Where's she going to sit? Where's Taylor going to sit?
With Dahn
in the box. Yeah. Jason's going too.
I'm saying for away games, though. Oh, Jason's going as well?
I believe so.
Oh, so they all got a box at MetLife.
Yeah, in Aaron's box.
MetLife. Yeah, Taylor, maybe. Taylor sold out MetLife how many times? 3 times?
I believe so,
least.
Yeah, I think if you do that, like, you're guaranteed a box if you want to come to any other events at MetLife Stadium. I would assume that that's kind of how that works. Hey, you, one person, sold this place out 3 times in a weekend, okay, can do this for the rest of your life. Yeah, you can have a suite if you come to one of our football games. I would assume. I don't know if that's how it works, but I would assume that's the case. I love it. She's coming back. Hey, this is good for the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
The buzz is going to be fantastic. And I think now that the Swifties are learning football, I think they got a good one on Sunday night because there's going to be a show. Because we all know Patrick Mahomes, whenever the lights are the brightest, when the lights are the brightest, he plays his best. Travis Kelce, when the lights are the brightest, when everybody's watching, the big moment, when you need it. What are we doing? 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Oh, we need a touchdown. We're down. We need to do this. Who's the ball going to? The biggest moment, Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce's new girl that he was just riding in a damn convertible coupe with is going to be there. And it's on Sunday Night Football. And it's against a Jets team that has a lot of question marks around it right now. I feel like this is the Chiefs' evening, and I think we're living in the Swiftie era. I think we just need to recognize that and believe in that and understand that the Swifties don't care if it's football and the NFL, the biggest league on earth, because she's the biggest pop icon on earth. So I believe in the Swifties, and I believe in the energy, and I believe in the Chiefs.
What's the line again? Chiefs
8.5, right?
8.5. I wouldn't be shocked. Why isn't this a little bit higher?
Whoa.
No idea.
No disrespect to the Jets. I'm just saying for the fact that the Jets they haven't been able to score points yet until they prove to us that they can score points with Zach Wilson. I'm surprised the line's not much larger.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs
D's been legit too, though. Their defense is playing pretty well at times.
Chiefs are notorious non-coverers. Notorious.
What is that? What's that all about? Honestly, is there a reason for that?
Bigger spreads.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
You think if they score 20, though, they probably cover. So.
I got the Chiefs. Either way, I have the Chiefs here at minus 8.5. I'm excited for the game. I think the atmosphere will be amazing. I wonder how many times they will cut to wherever Taylor Swift is in the box.
A lot.
Is there a siren going on yet?
No, I just hear a plane, big ass plane. Can't see it though because the fog. Remember, had to circle his face. There was something up there.
I was told they pushed it back for you, so it wouldn't scare the.
A town siren.
Yeah, it sounds like they're talking to the city right now.
That is nice of them.
Hell yeah.
People are way too kind around here.
Wow.
People are way too kind, way too hospitable. Our show does not deserve that. Let's wrap this thing up. That's
right?
the last game.
That was our last game, Pat.